Okay, S3. I hope you're all well and that you've been enjoying this unit on life on other planets. We've been looking at a lot of different topics within this idea of whether or not there's life on other planets or what life in space or on other planets might look like. Today, we're going to have a look at ancient aliens. Now, you might have heard of this TV show that's on the History Channel. A lot of people think it's pseudoscience. However, it does raise some interesting questions that I'd like you to engage with. So your title is Ancient Aliens, and your learning intention today, which you're going to write down for me, is to learn about different theories which claim that humans have come into contact with aliens in the past. Your success criteria is to evaluate these theories. So what we're looking at today is basically the question of whether or not aliens or extraterrestrial life has come into contact with humans at some point in the past and maybe even helped shape our civilization. So your first task is to answer this question. Do you think that humans have ever come into contact with extraterrestrial life? Give one reason for your answer. I'd like you to answer in full sentences, please, S3. So you're answering the question, do you think that humans have ever come into contact with extraterrestrial life? Once you've done that, you've got a note, which I'd like you to take down. There appear to be many anomalies in human history. For example, how did the Egyptian pyramids come to be so specifically designed and created, given the technology of the time? Some people believe that we can answer these anomalies by looking to the skies. They believe that aliens may have come to Earth to help the human race develop. So what's going to follow are some examples. You're going to watch the video for each example and then answer the questions. So your first example is the Great Pyramid of Giza. So you're going to watch the video clip and answer the following questions. What reasons do theorists have for believing that aliens helped build the Great Pyramid? Does the fact that Egyptian myths describe human contact with aliens prove that they actually encountered them? Is it possible that the Egyptian gods were aliens? And is there a difference between a god and an alien? If so, what is or what are the differences? So, answering those questions in full sentences after you've watched the first video. The next video looks at ancient artifacts. So you're going to watch the video on out of place artifacts and again answer the following questions. Why is the hammer out of place? Why do out of place objects challenge mainstream archaeology? Archaeology being the study of ancient civilizations through digging up remains and examining the artifacts which come from these digs. Why is the dagger found in Tutankhamun's tomb out of place? And are these out-of-place objects convincing evidence for ancient humans making contact with aliens? So full sentence answers again, please, S3. Your final case is Stonehenge. And your questions are, what big mystery surrounds the construction of Stonehenge? What is the popular theory about how the stones were transported? How long did it take to construct Stonehenge? How likely do you think it is that aliens helped humans move the stones? Do you think that Stonehenge could have been used as a place to worship aliens? Once you've done these three cases, you're going to answer these three questions and then you're done for this week. And your questions are, do you think that there is any truth to the theories which you've studied today? Why not? How can we explain gaps in our understanding of ancient cultures without aliens? So what I'm asking you is, if we don't use aliens to explain these anomalies in history, then what do we use to explain them? Or is it possible for us to even explain them? If it isn't, then why are aliens a bad explanation when the alternative is no explanation? Your final question is, the idea that aliens contacted humans in the past is absolute nonsense. To what extent do you agree? Give 2 reasons for your answer. So do you agree or disagree with the statement? Do you agree to a large extent? Do you not agree at all? Do you agree to some extent? Give 2 reasons for your answer. Once you've done that, that's you done for a week, and I'll see you in next week's lesson. I hope you enjoy this lesson, and I hope you have been enjoying this unit. I personally find it really interesting to make it up, and I hope that sort of my own interest, and the interest, of course, of Mrs. McAllister as well, has helped make this to be at least a somewhat interesting RME lockdown experience. So I'll see you next week. All the best for now.